Hey, it's Chronologically Gaming, the only channel that's perpetually retro because I'm playing every video game in order of release. The only place to find someone crazy enough to play games from the 1970s. Well, no more time for chit chat because we got so many games to go through. Let's see where we left off. The last game we played was taking us back all the way to 1977 with Meadows Lanes, and it's a bowling game. Our next game, also in 1977, is Robot Bowl. Another bowling game turned video game, and let's take a look at some of the artwork for Robot Bowl. 1977. This is the arcade cabinet, and they have a huge throwback. There is more wood grain on that table than any other arcade cabinet we've seen. It just screams 1977. And it has a special beer frame feature. At last, true-to-life regulation bowling on a video screen. Who was asking for that in 1977? I guess people that didn't want to hold a big giant bowling ball. But this is by Exity, Robot Bowl. There's an example of the arcade cabinet. We have just buttons, so no joysticks to move left and right. And examples of the control panel there, where we're just moving the bowler and then rolling the ball or hooking the ball. And yep, same thing for the controls there. There's some examples of the marquee, and this is another game that's programmed only in black and white. Let's see if they have an overlay for us for color, because we have seen that. Let's see what the manual has for us. This is Robot Bowl. Become a robot and bowl in 1977 by Exity. Robot Bowl is a 1 or 2 player video game simulating all the elements of an actual bowling game. The player controls the position of the bowler, selects how fast he or she rolls. So they're kind of describing it as this is the future of what bowling will be. Let's see. This is Robot Bowl, released sometime in 1977 in the arcades by Exity. And there it is, in all its glory of black and white. They have an attract mode, so they have a funky-looking bowler player that comes out and then bowls. Let's see what happens when we put a coin in. Cha-ching. And robot rolls ball automatically after 3 seconds. Press start. So we push start on the arcade cabinet. There's my dude going out there. Or I guess it's 77. I said, hey, man, it's time to bowl, man. And right off the bat, a strike. Am I really playing or is this attract mode? Yeah, I'm actually moving the bowler to the right. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to get another strike again. So I don't hear any sound effects. Sounds like there's no sound on the game, or at least turned on. But very simple concept. 1 or 2 players that could play, but it's bowling in the arcades. We got the idea. This one is below average. I would consider this the range of 2 stars is bad. 3 stars is, around average, slightly below average. I'm going to say this is bad for 1977 because we've seen better. So 2 stars for Robot Bowl. Cool idea, though, to consider yourself a robot. All right, so let's see what's next. This is Star Cruiser in 1977. Here's some of the artwork for Star Cruiser. This is Ramtech's newest star, trying to rip off Star Wars and Star Trek at the same time. This is if Star Wars and Star Trek mashed together and had a baby, it would look just like this. The planes, the artwork, it's like they took elements from both. So this is an example of the arcade cabinet. Very cool joystick. It is actual handles that you would hold on to as if you were flying a plane. Love it. And if you look down at the coin slot, they're putting a droid on that looks a lot like R2-D2, but not really. It's not affiliated with Star Wars. So it looks like we got thrust and fire, and then we just move left and right. Star Cruiser. This game is also programmed only in black and white. Maybe we'll have overlays for color, maybe not. Here's the manual for Star Cruiser in the arcades. Operator's Manual. Let's see if the introduction gives us anything. Star Cruiser is another one of Ramtech amusement device, which is engineered to provide the highest degree of reliability using the most advanced techniques available. We'll be the judge if this is the most advanced for 1977. All solid-state circuitry ensures years of dependable service. Star Cruiser is a 2-player driving shooting game where players use heavy cast aluminum steering wheels and aluminum pedals to control starships. The object of the game is to avoid being hit by your opponent's torpedoes and phasers while trying to hit his Star Cruiser. Exciting firing and explosion sounds accompany the sound of vehicles to provide a dynamic audio presentation. And then it goes into game operation, and then it goes into what the operator would need to know. We will not be going through that, but let's take a look at this. This is Star Cruiser, where sometime in 1977 released in the arcades, playing every video game ever released. And there you go. The game is programmed in black and white, but we got a blue overlay. And we get some of the artwork of the cabinet around us. Love it. Looks great. And we also, if you can look, see right above me, we have instructions. And a lot of times the arcade cabinets had instructions. It says, insert 1 coin, or coins for 2 players. See the diagram for controls. And if you look down at the bottom, it's showing us when we're holding the steering wheel what this means. So we have a phaser on one button that we control and a photon torpedo on the other. And I guess we can move left and right. So let's check it out. Let's put a coin in. Cha-ching! This is Star Cruiser. I am in control of the not USS Enterprise, if you look at the top. Oh, and now we're moving around. We actually have the other ship that's being controlled by a computer character. This is rare. We don't see a lot of games that have a computer-controlled character. Or maybe it's not. I'm not getting any other movement. It looks like it's coasting, so it has to be played with a second player. But I have a photon torpedo I can shoot, and do I have my lasers to shoot? Where's my lasers? There we go. So I got a laser and a photon torpedo that I can shoot. And the other character, the 2-player person, is not with me, so I don't have anybody else that's playing. And this one has to be played by a second player. And we do have sound effects. Realistic, just like Ramtech said. And if we collide into each other, we both smash. But this game is being scored just based on who makes the kill first. And the other player is shooting me now, so I guess they have some kind of artificial intelligence. It's not needing to be run by a second player. But sound effects, though, pretty good for the time. This is the arcades. Boom! All right, Star Cruiser. The graphics are rudimentary. The controls are actually a little loose. So this one I would say is below average. We've seen some better arcade games where you're controlling a starship from the top down. So we're going to give this one 2.5 stars. Oh, Star Cruiser, 1977.